I'm Dale Stevemer, and this is Trails End Farm Incorporated. Our farm is a family corporation. It's a combination of corn, soybeans, and pig farm.
We have 150 sows, farrow to finish, so that means we have the sows that we farrow and we grow those pigs until they go to market.
The farm was started by my grandparents in 1917. So they built a house and a barn the first year, and from there on everything else that you see has been built. You know, I'm 5th generation, our kids are 6th generation Stevemers in the area. The tendency to want to know where your food comes from is from the fact that more and more people are generations moved away from the farm.
I think back a number of years ago, a lot of people raised their own food, whether they had gardens on their farms or in their backyards, and then kind of moved to the big cities, and people got their food from grocery stores. And so I think we are kind of coming around back, kind of full circle. It
is hard to know where your food comes from. It is, if the awareness is there, you certainly would like to get those answers.
In terms of farmers, we don't have anything to hide. We like to talk about what we do. We like to share that with consumers. I think the hard part is, how do we get to connect to each other?
The consumers have a right to know as much as they are willing to learn.
When we sell our pork to other people, that makes me happy, but it also makes me realize I got a responsibility, because if someone has a bad experience with that product, then that's our reputation.
People that would harm animals by being overly aggressive or anything like that really, truly offend me. There is no reason, there is no place in the industry for people to abuse animals.
If we're not treating our animals well, they're not going to be growing and be productive. So that's at the top of our list every day. Hormones are never used in pig farming. I mean, we don't feed hormones to our pigs. And I think, unfortunately, that's one of the big misnomers out there, or misconceptions that the consumers have. Even before they come to market and can be used, testing, approval from the FDA.
We are constantly following the FDA's withdrawal requirements. And in fact, my withdrawal requirements are stepped up quite a bit.
Is there a one-size approach to sustainability that works for all farmers? I think every farmer has a little bit different system about how they do things, but I think utilizing resources effectively and being concerned about the environment and neighbors is maybe the commonality between all of it.
Sustainability to me has always meant the ability to farm the next year. So that is an ability to utilize the resources that I have at my disposal and adding to them in a practical manner, both financially and physically, and make sure that I'm not depleting those. I know I have to restore what I'm using to raise the animals, to grow the crops, to feed the animals. So I have to maintain everything so that not only 10 years from now do I have the same natural resources, but I can hand it on to any future generations.
I think the future of pig farming is interesting, and I think having change is good. I mean, from what type of technologies will come to be able to once again feed our animals more efficiently, to utilize less resources. And I think too we'll find that there's opportunities for our pork products around the world.
It's important to have the young people that are interested in farming get involved, and they bring in new ideas. They bring a fresh perspective into an operation, into the pork industry itself.
One thing I see with younger farmers is they really have a holistic business approach to farming, and I see kids coming back to farms that have 4-year degrees, that have interacted with other people, that have just a good scale or presence of what happens in the world, other than just what happens on the farm. And I think that makes them better farmers. That probably makes them better managers, because they've interacted with people, they've had other experiences, and it makes them better able to deal with that global market that we do.
I am proud to produce, to make a product, to bring it from some raw ingredients of corn, soybeans, use some knowledge and hard work, have the best piece of protein on someone's center of the plate. I have a ton of pride in that.